Yo, what's up with it once again, people, humanity, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, otakus and hikikomori's out there. It's just Mr. Nintendo Sony Free 2011, aka Manny Wolverine. Of course, you guys in the rest of intros and outros towards the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the other good juicy stuff. I'm a little bit of on a time cruncher right now because about a couple hours ago, during and when I came back from work about an hour ago, like out of nowhere, it just started hailing and thundering and literally like within the first 2 minutes after I get to the door of my place, I hear like somewhere 40 feet away from me, like this big lightning strike, like literally not that far away from me. And I kid you not, I almost literally pissed myself because that's how scared as fuck I was. And it's starting to come back again, so I might have to do this less than 5 minutes, unfortunately. I'm not even sure if I'm going to have time to read both the articles, but if I don't, whatever. I'm probably just going to read this first part of the article, and that's it. So I know this is about 2 weeks old. It's coming from The Verge. A lot of people were saying that Mortal Kombat 11's director, Boon, said was going to be making a big, huge political correctness for Mortal Kombat 11. I'm hoping and praying, sweet, beautiful Jesus God, that not only he doesn't do that, and hopefully he protects me from this thunder. I do not want to get killed. I'm very fucking paranoid about that shit. You guys could probably hear it in the background. Oh, Lord. But I'm just going to read this one real quick. Mortal Kombat 11 itself has been around since 1992, but it's franchise that has aged surprisingly gracefully. In fact, Mortal Kombat is arguably more popular now than at any point in history. The most recent release in 2015, Mortal Kombat X, sold 11 million copies, making its biggest MK release to date. Coming off on a hit like that, you might expect developers NeatherRealm Studios to offer more of the same with Mortal Kombat 11, which launches today, which this was a while ago when it came. It was probably the 23rd, almost 2 weeks ago. The team decided to change things up, and Mortal Kombat 11 features a redesigned fighting system aimed at more strategic play along with a much bigger focus on the story. According to creative director and series creator Boon, this desire to keep changing is one of the key reasons that Mortal Kombat has managed to stay relevant for so long. It's coming from the chief CEO himself. Says it's scary, but it's necessary. He says the reason why we're going stronger than ever is because we're not afraid. Well, actually, we are afraid, but we don't hesitate to make dramatic changes to the formula of the game. There are some staples we know that don't want to change up. But we are firm believers that we have to keep changing, unquote. Boon says that the desires to create something different is at starting point in any new Mortal Kombat game. It says, quote, the first thing we talk about is, quote, what are we going to do new that hasn't been done in our previous games, unquote, question mark. He explains, for Mortal Kombat 11, beginning with the story's concept, Mortal Kombat X, fast forward to the series 25 years into the future, giving fans a looking aging versions of classic fighters like Johnny Cage. The new game mixes up these various timelines so that younger and older versions of Mortal Kombat veterans are interacting with each other. So that was a really cool concept. I remember that. It was almost 3 weeks ago when they said that. Excuse me, I still got allergies going on. It says, also, you guys are going to have to read that part on your own. In an age when fighting games are steadily moving away from storytelling focus on the competitive side, Mortal Kombat 11's big-budget, single-player campaign stands out. But it's also something that the team has wanted to do since earlier in the series' lives. Longtime fans may remember the short-lived attempt to turn Mortal Kombat into a blockbuster action film series with 1995 as well as a 1997 sequel, Annihilation. Meanwhile, there were various in-game storytelling experiments, including a single-player conquest mode for the PS2 era. I remember the 1997 one. I don't even remember the one in 95. It's like 6. I barely remember anything at that time. I was 8 when the second one came out. Annihilation, even as an 8-year-old 90s kid at the time, I can already tell that movie looked like freaking trash, man. It was so bad that was almost good, like how the Super Mario video game movie was. And I didn't know how much of a shithole movie that was. And same with Doom. The one that had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, we already knew that one was absolute horrible bird crap, literally. So it says, from the Mortal Kombat games, we realized that players were intrigued by the backstories of these characters, Boon explains. They were just like shorter little paragraphs that Liu Kang and with Shaolin monks who came from the White Lotus Society. And all of that was there in such an attachment. We knew that the aspect of the characters, not just what they look like, just the movesets, we saw players gravitate towards it. Recent games like Mortal Kombat 11 are a long delay for fulfillment of this goal. Spiriting, I don't even know how to say that. I think it's interspersing, gorgeous cinematic cutscenes with all of the bloody fighting action. That's definitely true for sure. It's sort of like watching a Mortal Kombat CG movie in the theater, but with lots of breaks to play at the arcade outside. Once the technology was placed in, particularly with larger storage mediums like Blu-ray discs, they finally made it happen. It says, quote, that presentation is something that I've wanted to do for a long time when we actually did it, Boon says. Alright, I remember that scorpion there, and that dude's wild as shit, bro. Alright, I'm not going to read this whole entire thing. The other part you guys can read in the bottom. These aspects have been in place since Mortal Kombat's debut in 1992. Pretty much everything else has changed. The 4-persons team that created the original one has steadily grown to a studio of more than 200. In addition to Mortal Kombat, the NeatherRealms also developed the incredibly popular DC Comics fighter Injustice. That happened over the course of 25 years, Boon says, to his career at the studio. There wasn't any other time when I was like, oh, now we're big and we were somewhere small yesterday. It's much more of a realization to have a long and after it happens. This has had a curious effect. Many members of the current development team actually grew up with the series, which Boon says that helped keep the Mortal Kombat reinvigorated over these years of new ideas. This is a quote again from Ed Boon. They played in the arcades and they have their memories of it, he explains. They bring amazing wealth and fresh ideas from their perspective. I've been working on the game since the first one, and I have my perspectives as a developer, but I was never a player who saw it for the first time. I never practiced from outside. They bring awesome new ideas and begin being put into the game. Mortal Kombat approaching the 30th anniversary, and Boon having been part of it from the very beginning. He's part of a very small group of the game developers who have stuck with a single franchise for decades, which is going to be almost 4 decades by the time 2020 comes around. Anniversary and Boon having a part of that at the beginning. Alright, I read that. Dragon Quest creator Yuji Horii, for instance, has worked on the series since 1986. Wow. No plans to stop anytime soon. Whoa. It's like 3 years before I was born. That's wild. Let's move on. That kind of signature focus is where Boon says that the beginning to take breaks and work on Injustice has helped creativity, but he's primarily inspired to continue popularity of the universe he had a part in creating. Says, quote, that is very contagious, unquote, he says. That Boon won't predict on how long he might stick around with Mortal Kombat, preferring instead of taking one's game at a time. Alright, so you guys can read the rest on your own. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions. To be honest with you, I didn't really read anything that had anything to do with politics or any of that shit. Like political agenda shit and all that other freaking garbage that's out in this. Mainly in this fucked up country, to be honest. Not really the rest of the world, because I think, to be honest with you, the rest of the world, as far as politics go, I don't think they're as bad as it is in the United States, and probably Canada too. Since both of the countries are pretty much almost the same, except obviously Canada has a whole bunch of trees and forests and mountains, unlike the United States. I mean, we have trees and mountains and forests here, but they're way, way more bigger out there than they are here. And of course, I know the UK and I think Australia, mainly a lot of English-speaking countries for some reason. They got really, really bad political ideology shit, and they just fuck everything up. I'm not sure who the author is, so I got to credit to him, giving credit where credit is due. This was the stupid one. It was like 4 or 5 days ago, so this is super recent. So it says, damn it. Thunder is hitting us again. I hope to God I'm not dead by the time I'm recording this video. NeatherRealm is on a woke tour. This is the one that was political. They're basically doing and saying everything that social justice warriors could even want from a company willing to lay political prostrates, unless a prostate or something else, in front of the altar of the third way feminism. They've renounced sexy female design, saying that women shouldn't fight in bikinis, but they're totally okay with dudes wearing loincloths. They've said that anyone who isn't accepting of Jack's woke ending in Mortal Kombat 11 isn't a fan. And now that we've said that, they're deciding to change the OK sign that Johnny Cage gives in the game because it's associated with Nazis. It's complete bullshit. There's another symbolism reason why that's a bad thing. It has nothing to do with politics or neo-Nazi crap. It's something else, but I'm not going to say it because, it leads in a lot of conspiracy theory, Illuminati garbage. So, yeah, I'm not going to say it. There's already a couple of videos that have exposed that OK sign already. It's still bad, but it means something completely different. It has nothing to do with politics, period. The news comes courtesy of a tweet on April 23rd from NeatherRealm Studios UI Danish Seaton. I hopefully said that right. Who asked some of the gamers why Johnny Cage's GODDANG game hand sign was changed, which was initially the camera that would pan down to Johnny Cage's belt, which was given the OK hand sign by his waist. Fuck. Oh, that's not gonna work. So I'm probably gonna read it on my phone instead. So links to the description box down below if you guys want to read it with me. Fuck it. All right. So let's see. Alright, here it is. Hand sign by his waist. Once you see its little smirk and then punches the camera, you can see what the original gesture looked like before it was changed. Of caboose. Alright, it's not going to work, so I'm just going to read the rest on my phone. So it says, the new game is slightly modified. We're now making the OK sign, hand down left, and the camera tilts to the belt. But instead, his hand is turned around so that he's giving the middle finger for viewers. Because of the mind of NeatherRealm Studios and other socially abnormal individuals, the middle finger is less offensive than the OK hand gesture. You can see what the new modified gesture looks like in the clip below. It's already too late, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Fuck it. There's a little thing right there. This is all part of the SJW agenda to label the sign, oh god, racist, regressive left media outside picked up 4chan jokes which are designed to go out to the media belief of the symbol of white supremacy. I don't know about you, it sounds like that dude Ryden's right next to my door because it's here, keep hearing thunder. That was a bad joke, I know. Anyways, Blizzard Entertainment recently banned the OK hand sign from being displayed either by players or by audience members at Overwatch League events. This kind of lunacy keeps escalating, with things being banned, censored, or removed, placed to fragile sensibility, or perpetually offended. Oh, come to think of it, Pepe the Frog was considered a symbol of white supremacy, and according to the Anti-Defamation League, aka ADL, therefore Pepe is turned into a clown with rainbow colors, and that means that rainbow colors by proxy are racist, right? So if Pepe the Clown is flying rainbow colors, and that means the rainbow colors are associated with all left, all right. See, I don't believe in a lot of this SJW, political far left, far right shit, so it doesn't offend me at all. I honestly don't give zero fucks about whatever's going to happen. It's going to happen. There's just a lot of these studios, video game studios and movie studios especially, they're getting the life choked out of them by a lot of these SJW warrior cunts that, unfortunately, you know what? They deserve to burn in hell. That's all I can say. And if you're one of them, go fuck off. Just say. That being said, that's all I can say for now. I'm going to cut the outro short, and that's it. Links to the description box down below, cartel on the side, and links to the little clip of the trailer down below as well, and that's it. Peace out, ladies and bye. We'll see you on the flip side. Take it easy, and Ron, I'm out. Stay tuned for more future content channel like video gaming and industry news, anime, manga news, internet news, and that's it. Later.